The story I want to finish with today is called Adrift, An Odd Couple of Polar Bears by Jessica Olien. She's our author and illustrator. This is a sweet, silly story about polar bears. And you might have figured out by this point in the year that I love sweet, silly stories with animal characters. Adrift, An Odd Couple of Polar Bears. Carl and Hazel are not friends. Carl thinks Hazel is mean. She never wants to play with the other polar bears. She doesn't talk very much. She likes to sit and daydream in a quiet spot by the water. Hazel isn't mean. She is just shy. Hazel thinks Carl is too loud and that he smells like old fish, which he does a little. One night, there is a big crack. When they wake up, both Carl and Hazel are alone. In one direction, their home is getting farther and farther away. In the other direction is an endless sea. As they float south, the ice floe melts and melts and melts until... Hi, it's me, Carl, from land. I remember you. Of all the polar bears, Carl is stuck with the one who doesn't like to talk. Of all the polar bears, Hazel is stuck with the one who talks too much. There is only one thing left to do. This is my side. You can't come past this wall. There they are catching fish. Carl is singing all by myself. He's building a snowman while Hazel reads. Looks like she's curious what he's up to. Then one morning, wow. Hi, birds. I'm Carl. After that, they get closer and closer. They play games. I spy with my bare eye something blue. They take turns getting dinner. They sing songs. Row, row, row your boat. Carl always sings the loudest. And sometimes they just sit quietly and look out at the water. What are you thinking about? I don't think Carl is very good at sitting quietly. After a while, Carl doesn't smell too much like old fish. Or maybe Hazel has just gotten used to it. Those two look like bears. I see them too. Sometimes Hazel worries that the ice will all melt before they see land, but she doesn't tell Carl. She doesn't want him to worry. One morning, there is a tiny sliver of land on the horizon. It gets bigger and bigger. We're saved! They imagine what they will do when they get to this new place. I will eat and eat. Do you think there are fish in this new place? I will run and explore and sit by myself. The land looks so big, bigger even than the ocean. Suddenly, they miss their little ice floe. Hazel? Carl? You're my best friend, Hazel, even when you're quiet. You're my best friend too, Carl, even if you talk a lot. They don't have to now, but I think they're going to stick together. And they lived cozily ever after. The end. I love that story. I think it's sweet that they become friends, even though they're so different.